I want to show you this weird little flower. Gotta get a little closer. There it is. This is a wild ginger. It is a wonderful little ground cover, and it makes these weird little flowers that are right up against the ground. This little flower is doing its very best impression of rotting meat. This is just one example of a type of carrion flower. It's hoping to attract ants and beetles by confusing them to thinking it's rotting meat. They go inside, bumble around looking for meat, leave disappointed, but then they head over to the next flower, thinking things will be better for them. And they inadvertently pollinate these little flowers. These bloom pretty early, so that fuzz on there is to help keep them warm. But there's actually other types of carrion flowers that can generate their own heat. Skunk cabbage is one example. There's an eastern skunk cabbage, and there's also a western variety. They bloom as early as February, and they can actually hold themselves at room temperature. So they'll melt the snow if it's snowing. This is a beautiful little ground cover. I love the leaves. They're these sweet little heart shapes. And just like the flowers, the leaves have little hairs on them too. So they have this sort of shimmery, velvety sheen to them. It spreads pretty quickly as long as it's not in a super dry area. It likes shade, so perfect for a woodland garden. A third example of a carrion flower that's more common for landscapes is Carolina allspice. That's one that also makes a red flower like the ginger and the skunk cabbage. But it has sort of a fermented smell. A lot of people say it's actually a nice smell. That one attracts flies primarily. I think both skunk cabbage and Carolina allspice kind of have flies on their target for pollinators. Is that an ant in there right now? I think these little guys are a beautiful reminder that flowers are not for you and me. They're for bugs. Wild ginger is trying to attract ants and beetles, so it makes sense that it would have its flower low to the ground, where you and I can't see it. For more meaty garden topics, click this video next.